The 2008 global financial crisis was a serious global economic catastrophe with far-reaching effects for the global economy. It was precipitated by several events, including the bursting of the housing bubble in the United States, excessive risk-taking by financial institutions, and the growth of sophisticated financial products. Causes of the global financial crisis. The crisis began with the collapse of the housing market in the United States. Years of loose lending rules and the issuing of subprime mortgages contributed to the formation of a housing bubble. When property values began to fall, homeowners began to fail on their mortgages, resulting in a rapid increase in defaults on mortgage-backed securities. Mortgages were packaged by financial institutions into complex financial products known as mortgage-backed securities, MBS, and collateralized debt obligations, CDOs. These products were then marketed and exchanged globally among financial institutions. Investors found it difficult to adequately estimate the risks associated with these instruments due to their complexity and lack of transparency. By substantially investing in mortgage-backed securities and highly leveraged investments, many financial institutions took on excessive risks. They underestimated the dangers involved by assuming that the housing market would continue to increase. When the housing bubble burst, many institutions suffered large losses and liquidity issues. Financial institutions' risk management strategies were insufficient in analyzing and mitigating the risks associated with mortgage-backed securities. In addition, regulatory organizations failed to adequately oversee and regulate the financial industry, allowing hazardous activities to continue unabated. The global financial crisis's aftermath. The 2008 global financial crisis caused a catastrophic economic slump, with recessions and negative growth in economies all across the world. The crisis had a significant influence on several industries, including manufacturing, services, and employment, resulting in widespread job losses and decreased consumer spending. Several big financial firms were declared bankrupt or required government assistance to avoid collapse. Governments around the world, particularly in the United States and Europe, enacted enormous rescue plans to stabilize the financial system and prevent a total disaster. Global stock markets saw severe drops, with many indices dropping to historic lows. Investors suffered significant losses, and investor trust in financial markets was seriously undermined. The crisis caused a lengthy downturn in the housing market, with dropping property values and more foreclosures. Many homeowners ended up with negative equity, owing more on their mortgages than their properties were worth. Following the global financial crisis, officials implemented regulatory reforms aimed at strengthening the financial system and minimizing the possibility of another crisis. Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act in the United States and Basel Roman III, internationally designed to strengthen risk management, boost capital requirements, and improve transparency and monitoring. Lessons learned and ongoing impact. The global financial crisis exposed fundamental vulnerabilities in risk management techniques, regulatory oversight, and the global financial system's interdependence. Among the most important lessons acquired are the requirement for strong risk management methods and an in-depth understanding of complicated financial instruments, the significance of good regulation and oversight in preventing excessive risk-taking and ensuring the financial system's stability, the significance of financial transaction and reporting openness and accountability, recognizing the global nature of financial markets and the importance of international cooperation in dealing with systemic threats. The global economy and banking industry are still feeling the effects of the 2008 global financial crisis. It has changed investor behavior and heightened scrutiny of financial institutions' risk management strategies, shaping the regulatory landscape.